How's it going, guys?
Hey, Bryson.
Hey, Bryson.
Tim Kraetzer, Canvas. Yeah, how was your practice out there just a couple of days before your opening game?
Oh, it's awesome. Excitement level is all time high. A lot of guys flying around, just ready to play, ready for Saturday.
And standing up, you got Brady Small as your center, a freshman. What's that relationship like, and how's he doing?
He's a great kid. Not a kid anymore. Like he's gonna be playing. He's a good player. Glad we have him. Excited to see him play out there.
We go. We'll look forward to seeing you Saturday night.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, all set. Thank you. We'll see you Saturday
Okay.
night. Good luck.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hey, Bryson, Joe Icono with GoBlackKnights.com. How you doing today?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Doing very well, thank you. Hey, now that you've been named a starter over the last couple of weeks, I kind of asked Coach Thatcher a similar question. Has it taken a little bit of weight off your shoulders, or do you feel like you can play a little looser now, or really, do you not see much of an impact with that decision?
I wouldn't really say that because it was never really about practice wasn't about winning the job. Practice was about being best version of myself. And I knew that if someone beat me out for the job, then they'd be great for the team, and that'd be what's best for the team. So it was never really about winning the job. It was about just being the best quarterback and being what's best for this team. So.
And last question for you. You've got really two practices and a walkthrough before your first start Saturday night in college football. At this point, you're probably not working on improving a bunch or correcting a bunch of stuff. What do you really need to kind of hone in and polish off in these last couple practices before you get ready for Saturday?
Just keep polishing off the game plan. There's always things to get better at. Just locking on the play calls, what they're doing on defense, just little things like that. So that there's nothing they can bring out on Saturday that surprises us. That's the main thing.
Thanks, Bryson. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Hey, Bryson, it's Sal from Black Knight Nation. How are you?
Doing good.
Hey, I have a question for you. Taking you back, do you remember the first time you wanted to play, or you thought that quarterback was going to be the position for you? Do you remember that day, or do you remember how that time?
That's kind of been the dream my whole life. My dad was my head football coach. Grew up around football, so that's really always been the dream from the time I can remember.
Always been your position, so to speak, or no?
I've always kind of played all over the field. I was getting recruited a lot of linebacker as well. Never really saw myself as just a quarterback. I always thought of myself as just a football player. But getting the offer here as a quarterback was a dream come true. That they believed in me at that position. So that meant the world to me.
Thanks.
Bryson, Ken McMillan from the Times-Herald-Record. Bryson, you obviously played last year a number of games and all, and stepping in mostly fourth quarter stuff. What was that experience like, getting out there in the field, especially before the home crowd?
Yeah, getting those valuable minutes last year in the role I was in was awesome. It's something that I needed at that point in my career. I wasn't ready to be the guy, but getting that experience before this season was super valuable, and it's helped my growth a lot.
What do you mean by you didn't feel like you were the guy? Did you feel like you had shortcomings in understanding the playbook or in your game? What made you underneath Tyre and all the other quarterbacks?
It was just something that they had been in the program for a long time. They understood the offense better than me. It was just they were what was best for the team at that time. So that's really all it was.
Coach Thatcher just told us that, when you got to go in the game, it was almost like no pressure. Go out there, have fun and all that. But now you're the guy. You're the starter. What do you think about playing that role, and what do you think it's going to be like on Saturday?
Coach Thatcher just preaches, that there's never any pressure. That you're just playing the game one game at a time. It's no different than practice, and keeping that mindset allows us to keep a cool head, hot heart. Something I always say, just allow us to keep a level head and just not let the emotion of the game get to us. So that's what we're going to do Saturday.
I know you're a team player, but how exciting is this for you?
Oh, I'm pumped. This is a dream come true. Something I've been dreaming of my whole life. and it's finally here, and I'm excited to play ball.
And something on Kenny referred earlier about ULM. What do you think about the challenge of facing Louisiana Monroe and what they bring and how you plan on beating it?
Yeah, they're a good team. You know, they're fast, they're athletic. You know, they play a lot of good teams, and they're going to be ready to go after what happened last year. So, you know, I'm excited to play them. But yeah, they have a good ball club over there for sure.
You came out of a good scrimmage on Saturday. Did you feel like you had a good scrimmage, and do you feel like you've been making the natural progression to this point?
I feel like as a unit, we did what we needed to do on Saturday. The offense looked really well, looked really good, and yeah, I thought we did what we needed to do to take that step to get ready for Saturday.